All right, we are live with no real topic to really talk about, but we are live.
Hello.
We'll figure it out. Okay, we're back after 3 month hiatus.
Yes.
How is everyone doing?
I don't think I've started I don't think I've like recorded an episode with my current setup in my current apartment yet.
In New
So
York, yeah,
this is
that's
new
new.
new background, and which I mean I have no background because I didn't bring any of my posters with
That's
me.
true.
So
Yeah, your old room was pretty decked out,
yeah.
but I mean, you can't. It's gonna be hard to match that in your new
Yeah.
place.
But
But
I
do
mean,
you,
I can show everyone. Ooh, look at that new lamp. Uh, I live in a studio. This is actually my entire room. Like this is it. So
pretty sick.
yeah.
Nice, dude.
Let's see.
Wait, so your desk. Okay,
That's my
I see.
desk.
I
My
understand.
desk is here. Facing away from my desk is my carpet, my
Oh, I
TV,
saw those
my
coasters. Those are
bed.
some snazzy coasters.
Yeah. Someone like sent them to me. I forgot who, but you know, really appreciate whoever sent me those
Yeah.
coasters. Been using them all
Good
the
taste.
time actually.
Good taste.
Yeah. Very practical gift. Very
hmm
practical gift.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take some notes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, new place. Same me actually for the most part. Um, been actually consuming a lot of media throughout the last 3 months. So definitely have stuff to talk about there if we want to jump into that, or we can go back to our three by threes. Um, but yeah, not much. Not much else. It's just I guess like it's a new life. I kind of like acclimated pretty fast, but
You've been so many times.
I know.
I'm sure you envisioned it, what you acclimating so many times prior to this. You
This is true.
probably
This
had
is
it
true.
mapped out.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
there was an opportunity for us to do an episode in Michigan, but then I wasn't present for like the first time ever.
hmm It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I actually have to
True.
make, before we actually get into any content, I just have to make a general observation that in the month of June, I managed to actually see all three of you in person and Sharang, and I don't know when that'll happen again. And that's actually a really crazy observation. Fact.
This is true. I
Yeah.
also saw all three of you. I don't know if within a month. When did Akshay visit? Was it like end of May?
Uh, I s- Wait, hold on. When did I last see you? I saw you in. I think it was May.
Okay, it was
I don't
May.
know exactly.
So I
It's
saw.
like almost. It might have been like about a little more than a month ago.
Okay, so I saw you in May, Evan the beginning of June, and then a nudge like last week. Which is
Last
kind of
weekend,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, last weekend. That was. So I also managed to fit everyone in.
Wait,
Uh,
did you see?
Impressive.
Oh, did you see Akshay in like were you in Michigan in May?
no,
Oh wait, you weren't.
no,
No,
Akshay
I
came
was in New
here.
York.
Yeah.
You came to New York, Akshay?
Well, he was here for like a split second
Yeah.
for a wedding.
For oh, you came for a wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, I'm so close by. I should have let me know.
Yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, if we are all ever trying to come to New York, I do have enough space to fit everyone, and my cat. So.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
Hundred
I
percent.
also have a substantial amount of space to fit everyone.
Yeah, but we're not going to Reading, Pennsylvania.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a. Yeah.
All right, guys. All right,
Why?
hands
New
up
York.
if you prefer Reading, Pennsylvania over New York City.
I think you act like I would actually make an itinerary. There's not like to and like be like if you guys were visiting, I'd make a stay in Reading, Pennsylvania.
I'm just saying, you know.
Obviously not. If I'm inviting you guys to visit, I'm inviting you guys to like go into Philly and stuff.
Philly's
You
fun.
wouldn't really do anything. Yeah,
Philly's fun.
True.
yeah,
That's
most
true.
walkable city in America.
Pretty sure. Yeah. Well, Kristen is down. She hasn't been to Philadelphia. Well, since like elementary school.
But NYC though, biggest city in the world.
Yeah, but I go there all the time.
Whatever. All right. What do you want to get started off? I don't even know where we left off last episode. To be honest, we could go back to 3x3s and talk about.
I mean,
Pikachu.
if you want, if there's something that you're itching to talk about,
Not itching.
it's all good.
There's like a few things we could mention. There are 2 Persona announcements that came during our hiatus.
There's not enough there to talk about it.
One of which is a mobile game that was exclusive to China for a while.
Yeah.
I am making my way through
Wait,
that.
exclusive to China?
It was exclusive to China, but now it isn't. It just got
Wait, but
released
like
in
not
America.
not Japan? I don't understand.
Yeah, it was made by a Chinese company, and now it's in the U.S.
That already sounds like a really bad sign.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'll let you guys know how it is. You don't have to play it, right? It's also a
Uh-huh.
gacha game. I don't know how they feasibly made that happen, but
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
yeah. But I will say one of the things that surprised me, because I've been consuming a lot of like Chinese made media recently, is the CGI, like the 3D cutscenes. I think China has like Japan kind of gapped in terms of that. I think their choreography skills are just like way better. I also think they just have like a higher budget towards those things in general. In terms of like animation, like the 2D drawn stuff, like I don't think anyone's beating Japan in that. But like the 3D stuff, you know, they got some nice tools for that.
Oh, you mean like
Does it have the
games?
aura?
The aura? Yeah, it is the aura.
I don't know, man. Like, I still feel like, well, I guess I haven't seen much Chinese media, but like, I feel like even for 3D animation, like Square Enix is pretty top tier in that respect.
I think like the choreography just looks better by the Chinese devs, personally, in video games, I should say, because they have like a lot of that for like their wide array of stuff with like Genshin and Honkai. Yeah, I don't know. No,
Oh yeah, those are Chinese games.
yeah, those things look like,
I completely forgot.
regardless of what you think of them, they look phenomenal. Like, in regards to like the choreography and like how they do like impact frames and whatnot. Yeah, there's that, and the P4R 40-second reel, which
I honestly thought that was. I
it
honestly
fucking
thought that
exists.
was a fake trailer.
it was
for that
real, you know.
Second.
Dude, it looks
Yeah.
like someone's like pet project to put Persona 4 on Unreal Engine 5.
No,
what it
that's
looks
exactly what it. That's
Yeah,
exactly
really.
what it looked like.
I
That's
think
what I
they-
thought it was.
There were so many leaks that it really just looked like they're like, okay, like we weren't gonna announce this, but we have to. Someone just slapped this together overnight, so we can just put it out there.
It's true. It was slapped together over one night, probably. Which is
No, that's exactly what it looked like.
it's so strange too. They didn't even like show like a dungeon or anything. Like they just showed you like
Yeah.
walk out of the shrine and like into
Took
the
the-
streets,
It took
the
the least
empty
amount.
streets of Inaba.
It took the least amount of screen time of like any of the announcements they had that day. They probably were like, let's just shoehorn this in. Like we'll only take 2 minutes up or something like that, so we can just get it out of the way. They probably didn't
Okay.
even have it actually. They never had it on the schedule probably.
I really just hate that they use "Time to Make History" as the trailer song. Like we could have done something else there.
Honestly, I mean, the trailer was okay. I agree with everything you guys are saying, but the thing I'm still most disappointed with is the title of the game. They completely dropped the ball. Why
Yeah,
did they call it Persona 4 Rewind?
Oh yeah, what is
Wait.
it called? I actually like
What do they even call?
completely
It's
forgot.
Revival.
Revival?
makes sense.
No.
Yeah,
Why?
Why?
because every time, because like whenever a TV show comes back, it's a revival.
Oh, I didn't
Wait,
think
what?
of it that way. No, dude, I
Yeah.
thought it was like oh, like revival, like you're reviving someone with like a phoenix down or something.
Oh no.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
whenever they
TV show
whenever
comes
like, they
back.
bring an old show back and stuff, it's like it's like
Okay,
they're reviving.
I didn't make that connection. I thought like
Oh.
we could have done something else there. Revival.
I don't know. I guess that's kind of
No.
makes sense. I don't think that term is like specific for TV shows, or maybe it is. I don't know.
It could be a
Yeah.
revival.
Yeah, actually, the title was like the only thing
I thought it
really
was.
didn't to it.
I thought it was reunion, not revival.
No, it
Uh,
is revival.
Yeah, reunions are like when the cast gets together.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, remember, like in COVID, like, what's the, well, I can't think of the show, but Community, they did like a reunion, right?
Yeah, that was like yeah. I guess.
yeah,
Wait, I thought
but
the
the-
reunions like if when they had like extra episodes, and they come back.
No, I think reunion is like a one, like
Okay,
how,
wait,
like, when
is revival just like the same show, just another like season or something?
yeah, like if they come back for another season,
Oh.
that's called a revival.
Why did they call? Okay, wait. I feel like rerun. No, maybe not rerun actually.
Rerun.
It's not like
Rewind would have been fine.
a rerun could work. I don't know. Revival. Okay, I guess I can see the connection.
Technically, by term's sake, I think it makes sense. That's I don't really like. I'm not like in love with it, but it's what I expected it to be called. I guess when I saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like okay,
I
I mean
was
like,
like-
it's like it's not like if you asked me what it would be called, I would have said revival. I mean, I didn't really think about what it was gonna be called before it got announced. But
Oh,
when I saw it,
I was.
when
Are you kidding me? This is like the first thing I was thinking of when
I saw it though, and I saw it was called revival, I'm like, all right, it makes perfect sense, I guess.
To be fair, like I was like off my fucking rocker. I like half expected it to be like a sequel, so I don't know what I expected actually. None of this actually made any sense to me.
The most out of left field, like.
Dude, my conspiracy theories go like layers, dude. You don't
Persona
understand.
3.
Dude,
And Persona 5 is still our hottest selling like Persona franchise, but screw both of these. And we're not even doing the expected what everyone else is like expecting. We're just gonna throw a massive curveball and like bombast you guys with this
make a sequel. So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god. Yeah, I love your conspiracy theories.
Dude,
man.
I'm
They're so
about to
wild and out
come up
there.
with some shit for Persona 6. Just you watch.
Persona 6 feels like a lost cause at this point.
What do you mean it's a lost cause? It'll just come after 2026 now.
It'll come after in like it's honestly gonna come out in like 2028 or 2029.
Yeah, that's fine. Dude, remember when we like thought Persona 5 was coming out winter 2014? Like they said
There's
that
a-
to our faces.
Okay, but Kyle,
Yeah.
there's a big I understand that,
Wow.
but there's a bigger gap between Persona 5 and 6 than there is between Persona 4 and 5, which is like like
4 was like what, 2009?
2009,
What?
and Persona
Are
5
you
dropped in
sure?
2016. Yeah,
Wait,
Persona 4 for the PS2, maybe it was
that's
2008.
17 years ago. What are you
Oh my
talking
god,
about? Wait.
That's what I'm telling you, that's
wait,
why
wait, sorry.
Oh my
Wait,
It's
when did
actually
Persona
really
5
messed up.
Oh.
When did Persona 5 come out again?
Persona 5
Persona-
it came out in Japan 2016.
2016.
It came out
Yeah.
in the US 2017.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that was 20. That's like 9 years ago?
I'm telling you,
I didn't know.
we're already.
I didn't really think about it, but I guess P5 really is that old.
Okay.
It's a PS3
Okay.
game.
You're
just-
right.
They're
It's a
tricking people by
PS3
putting
game.
out a stupid ass spin-off every
But
2
we,
years.
but we also had Royal and Reload.
And like, it's
And
not like the
Metaphor.
spin-offs are like
10 years
crazy.
ago.
They're just like okay. you know?
And the dancing games. And the fighting games.
There was a 4-year gap between Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5, but like vanilla P5. So and Persona 5 Royal came out in 2020. So we're still like it's still a longer time.
I mean, okay, true. All right, but if you guys just play Metaphor instead, right?
I
It's
am
basically
gonna- yeah,
Persona
Metaphor
6.
eventually.
Dude, wait, Metaphor is really fucking good. Hey, Kristen.
No, I do believe it's a very good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can treat that as like a nice in between, and then all the remakes, you know, I'll take that.
Dude, the
For-
Persona,
before Persona
4
6.
remake. Oh my god.
That could be
Like,
the greatest
why-
game of all time.
Why is that so far off, dude? Why haven't you why does it look like you worked on this you started work on it like a month ago?
Bro, they probably did. They only finished
Yeah,
like
I
the
know.
Answer DLC like last
Yeah,
year.
They should have been working on it for like I thought they'd been working on it for like almost a year by now.
Okay,
That
okay.
didn't-
Wait, that's still like pretty good.
No, that would have been great if they had been working on it for like a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like it's probably have
Why
been
is
working
the-
out a year.
Bro, the release is probably gonna be like winter 2026 or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be February 2026. At least. I should.
No,
I'll
no.
look at
Oh,
your-
when I said winter 2026, I think like no, I think of like November.
They said
or
confirm
December.
it won't be like Q1 of 2026.
It's not. Didn't that report say it's not coming till after at the earliest
Until
after
After February 26, 2026.
No, it's after April 2026. Evan
April?
dropped some- yeah. And that's the earliest. They said, I think they said like somewhere between April 2026 and summer 2027 is their targeted release.
Oh, that's
So I think it's
fucked
going to come out like end of 2026.
Bro, you get to graduate and then play P4R.
Actually, I still
Not
technically
graduate,
won't be
but,
officially
like-
graduated by then. I'll be close though.
Yeah.
But like that'll just be it's so stupid.
I can't believe it.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna take that long, huh? Wow.
Well, I don't know. To be honest, I actually thought it would take longer. I didn't think it would do this quickly, but I don't know. Maybe it's just sensible.
It's the longest they've taken.
Dude, Persona 6 not gonna come out for another 2 years after that too. Oh my god,
we're-
that's crazy.
I'm serious. Deadass, we're not gonna get Persona 6 till like 2029 at the earliest.
Oh my god.
Nah,
We're
they
gonna
can
go
take
through a
their
dude. We're
time.
gonna go through a whole presidency without 2020 or without Persona 6. That's crazy.
They couldn't release it while Trump is president.
His heart isn't fixed yet. They haven't gotten rid of his desires.
They still haven't. Oh
I'm
my
kind of
God.
okay with it. 'Cause it gives me time to play P3R.
I'm the only person here who's caught up to the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's why I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. Actually, really funny is that I have a really good chance to be the second person in this group to catch up.
Yeah, and you're not gonna do it until like I don't know, like
and I'm
6
like
months from
probably
now.
like I'm probably 1 to 2 years away from catching up,
Oh yeah.
and it's highly likely I'm second. I'll be second.
I like take.
But then you won't catch up because P4R will come out.
No, I'll play. No, but
No.
even I'll
You'll just-
play.
It's not gonna change his
In my playing
that's not
order.
gonna- Yeah.
Oh yeah, but what he's saying, I won't be caught up because P4R will be out. So I guess I technically.
Yeah.
won't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Once
Wow.
P4R comes out, Kyle won't be caught up for at least a week.
Yeah, at least. My version of
that's
catching
fun.
up to is like platinuming the game. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm busy playing Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core.
I'm
And,
pretty.
yeah.
I'm probably like 100% sure I'll have a PS5 by the end of this summer, finally.
Ooh.
And then I'll.
Why?
And then. Huh?
Why are you probably 100% sure? What does that even mean?
Because I told myself I'd get a PS5 after I finished my second year.
Well, you see, 30% of the time, it's 100% effective.
So I could honestly buy it. Like, I'm probably gonna end up buying something off of buying it off of like Facebook Marketplace, just because it's a lot cheaper, and there's like pretty good deals. So honestly, I could like pick it up. I'm not in a rush still. I could pick it up like next weekend. There's enough options in Facebook Marketplace.
Are you
Yeah.
sure you can afford that a nudge?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What is this like
Finally,
bit
he's
that?
finally spent.
What is this bit that Nudge is broke? He's been asking me to buy him fish supplies for like the past 2 months.
That's the only thing he spends money on. He spends money on his
That's
fish,
why he's
but not.
broke.
I'm not even
And
kidding.
honestly,
I'm not even kidding. I have like an
60%.
invoice on my Amazon for like $126 because of fish supplies.
wait, actually, no. None of the $126 I just spent. None of that was fish supplies.
Oh, I didn't pay attention. I just click yes.
Okay. Yeah, most of that was tech/clothing equipment, but I think, yeah, I do buy a lot of fish keeping supplies through Kyle from Amazon. And the other thing I want to do in the summer is actually build up a whole nother tank, because I'm good at this one now, which is a small one. So I want to do like a really big tank.
Oh, so we're just transferring the fish to a bigger tank, not
No, I'm gonna have a second tank
what the
with
fuck?
all new species and stuff.
This is the
Yeah.
hyper fixation we're doing as we become
Yeah.
older, I guess. All
So
right.
that's like, do I get that first or do I get a PS5 first? You know, those are my two like hobby projects that I'm gonna be doing this
What a
summer.
difficult decision.
Dude,
Yeah.
you have the most adult hobby out of all of us. That's like, honestly, dude, so impressive.
Dude, I came back from work at 4 o'clock today, and I just like, like, I, oh god. So what I cleaned my tank for like 2 hours, and I just have like a brush and I'm scraping some algae off, and I'm like cleaning the tank. And do you guys remember the song or like the movie Howl's Moving Castle, and the track of the merry-go-round of life?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I I put that
What?
on I put that on repeat for over an hour today as I cleaned my tank. It's good background music. Literally the most like 45-year-old thing I probably could have done.
That's fine.
And I just sat in
That's
peace.
honestly,
I'm
no,
like,
that's honestly kind of adorable. I'm okay with this.
Well,
What's
was
the
it,
next stage of your
was
life,
it the,
Nudge?
but was it the rainy mood version?
The rainy mood. Oh my
You
god.
gotta have the rainy mood. It fits the aquatic theme.
I guess we all are aging ourselves a little bit here and there. It's all right. Okay, let's all right. Let's look at these 3x3s just to see where we can even like come back from.
It looks like last time we
Did we talk about Evans?
Kyle, you talked about Persona a lot.
Yes.
A Nudge talked about The Last of Us. I think that was it. I think we just because we talked so much about those two topics.
All right.
just wait till we get it to Kingdom
All
Hearts.
right. Let's get
Oh
to.
my god.
Wait, by the way, before we do that, I have to wait. I have to interject. Actually, are we good for July 5th?
July 5th.
Most likely. Well, so you said in the evening you'll be free?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I will either be free that afternoon or that evening.
Okay.
Would
tell
either
me.
one work?
I haven't made a full schedule yet.
Because you said you were gonna be out of town or something.
It fell through.
Oh.
I'll be in Michigan, but I thought I was going to
Oh.
be traveling out of Michigan when I came to Michigan and coming
okay.
back on that day. But now I'm more flexible because it fell through.
Okay. We can
So-
probably work something out.
Yeah. And then, you know that stupid part that we were stuck on, and I'm sure you.
Yeah,
know
the freaking fleet battle with the.
I spent
Oh my
like the other day, like a week ago, I spent like an hour and a half just leveling up the fucking ship because I'm like I'm tired of this. So now it should be easy.
Oh my god.
No, it's not a challenge anymore.
Yeah, now it's not a challenge.
We were getting so close in those.
No, I'm like I'm not.
Done it.
If we like pick up the game and it's not done on the first try, I'm gonna crash out.
He has so much pride
Okay.
riding on this. This is crazy. This is
Fair
so serious for him.
Dude, Kyle, you don't understand. He played the game for me to get to that point.
I played a lot of the game, and I never thought I
A
was
lot.
gonna.
And not only that, he could have just set it on easy. I told him to set it on easy or beginner, whatever the heck it's called.
It's this serious for a nudge.
Instead,
It's actually this
instead-
serious.
He doesn't set it on normal. He doesn't set it on proud. He sets it on critical. And so that he can play it on the hardest difficulty. A game that he's already played.
Actually,
So that he
seriously,
can play
though-
for me. So that he can get to a certain point in the game so that I can continue.
Seriously though, fuck the Frozen world. Oh, that world just sucks. All you're doing in that entire world is going up and down a mountain, and then getting your ass handed to you by all these bosses on critical mode on the way.
I saw
You
him.
put it on critical mode.
Yeah, but okay, critical mode was hard on pretty much every world. Like I definitely died on pretty much each. Dude, you know, like when you fight you'll remember this because like it's the first boss in every Kingdom Hearts game, like the Shadow Sora.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called, but like,
It's the big shadow guy, right?
yeah. That thing, dude, you can't, and critical when you're like, have no levels or experience or anything, you can't even get hit once. So I'm like hitting him and I'm almost done, and then you get hit once and it's like automatically death. I'm like, oh my god. I think I took 6 tries to beat that thing.
You did it yourself. You wanted it.
Yeah, I did do it myself.
It is self-inflicted, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it is to a degree. It's been
It's a
somewhat.
challenge.
It's been somewhat rewarding. I guess I really thought I was gonna do it like just a brain dead playthrough just to get to where I needed to get to for Akshay, but I didn't want to do that when I came.
No,
time to-
I knew you were better than that, Anaj. You don't
You
have
know
to-
you were
you're too
better than
proud.
I could have
You
set
would've-
it on beginner and gotten to probably where I need to get to in like a matter of like 3 days by just speedrunning it. But instead, I set on critical and took 3 weeks to get to where I needed to.
And
I love it.
you would feel emasculated otherwise. So at this point, it wasn't even about like the pride. It was about the fact that like you just feel bad for yourself, you know? Like, what have I really lost my touch? Has med school really like taken away my skill? You know?
I was actually at, like for one of the frozen bosses. I died so many times. I was stuck on it for an hour, and I was so offended. I refused to look up something like a YouTube video or anything. I was like, I was literally that offended.
It was so.
I literally flashed back to when I was like a freshman in college, and I spent like how proud I was that I spent that semester basically not just playing Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on critical mode, but also platinuming it. I was like, what happened to that?
It's that serious. No, Loki,
Yeah.
I get it. If I like come back to Smash and like I just lose to someone who I know I can beat, like it's like what's wrong with me? I haven't gotten that much worse, have I? There's no way.
I'm so proud of you, Anaj.
Thanks.
All right. Well, we could get back to 1B's these 3x3s. We could start with Evan. I'm sure we talked about Treasure Math Storm. I'm sure we talked about Maple Story.
We did.
I'm very interested in this Corvette game, actually.
I don't think there's actually that much to talk about, but it's like, you know, this is what got me into gaming.
Wait, I was not expecting to say that.
This is a very interesting origin story then. Like, is this just your first
Technically,
game?
maybe I played Treasure Math Storm before this, but like, no.
Oh my god.
Wait, so
I
this is
just
the...
remember. This is a.
Did you?
It's kind of like a
Right,
bootleg
go ahead.
Need for Speed almost. It's like a
I'm gonna
shitty
search this up
Need
now.
for
Hold
Speed.
on.
It's like okay.
Is
So
it multiplayer? Can you play this on like an emulator and play multiplayer?
I don't think so. Like I think it's a purely single player game.
PS.
It's so basically like my dad got me a PS2, right? And then that was the first. I actually do not remember why he got me a PS2. Like maybe he regrets that later on because then I ended up just playing a bunch of games, and they're like, "You need to stop playing games." But I just remember, like one day he came home with a PS2 for some reason. He was like, and he's like, all right, here you go. And then there are, I think, a few games that I think he got, and they were, it was like, I think he only got them because they're cheap. Right? So one of them was Medal of Honor Frontline, which was actually also a really good game.
Good choice. That's a good choice.
The other one is Corvette.
And you put that game on this list?
Because I think I spent more time playing Corvette, but like, okay, maybe this should be Medal of Honor Frontline instead. But I think like, you know, as a little kid, I didn't actually understand video games. So you just kind of play it because it has like, you know, moving pictures, right? It's like it's like I didn't actually understand how the races really worked. But instead, you just drive around, and then I remember like I would always lose the races because I didn't actually know what I was like. I wasn't actually like playing the game correctly.
Oh.
I was just driving around the track. It's like it's honestly like kind of it's not an experience that you would enjoy unless you're specifically like a 6-year-old kid or something like that. But for a 6-year-old kid, it's actually a really great experience because then you just like, you know, you're just driving around. And as the name suggests, that is like those are the cars you have access
You
to.
have access to 5 Corvettes.
You have access to Corvettes.
5 Corvettes. All right, so
access to Corvettes.
I have the Wikipedia page opened up, right? It is a celebration of the line's 50th anniversary. This whole game is basically an advertisement for Chevrolet's Corvette line, right? Now, check this out, all right? The game did support split screen and online multiplayer on the original Xbox, okay? And multiplayer on Xbox Live was available until April of 2010. However, as of February of this year, Corvette is now playable online again in the Revival online servers called Insignia. We can play Corvette online right now as of this year.
Oh my god.
Hilarious.
I don't know if it's necessarily the best racing game, but it has, it has a lot of aspects of I mean, at its base, what makes one racing game better than the other? Especially from this era, right? They're all like, you just unless you're playing Mario Kart, you're just driving around in a car on a track. Right, it's all the same. Like,
Well-
what makes it different?
You throw a
You
shell.
maybe have access to more cars, but Corvettes. Corvettes are nice cars.
So there's a
You get 5 of them. You get
There's a
5
Corvette.
Corvettes.
There's a Corvette subreddit, and I found a post about the game from about a year ago, where someone on the actual car like Corvette subreddit was like, "Do you guys know what this game is?"
Wow, what a hidden.
Who here has played or at least heard of this game?
You found the same post, yeah.
Oh my god.
We can play it now. Oh, actually.
So the other problem with the gameplay is that, like, as a kid, I just didn't like. As a kid, you just don't understand the concept of braking, right?
Oh,
Like, you're like,
you gotta press the accelerator all the time.
it's like it's a racing game, right? And like, in a racing game, you just need to go as fast as you can. So like, why would you ever press the brakes?
True.
And clearly, as such, like, little me would always go off track, and then you would end up like, just I would end up finishing last because I am going off track, and just like, just didn't quite understand. But you can customize the cars. Like, you can choose different colors for the cars.
Oh, wow.
All right. I don't want to
Here's
knock
this
on this
gameplay.
game. I don't want to knock on this game too much, but when I was a kid, I also played a racing game a lot called Gran Turismo 2 on the PlayStation, and I was just trying to remind myself how many cars were in Gran Turismo 2, and which, by the way, came out in 1999, and it looks like this Corvette game came out in 2003. For context.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Gran Turismo 2 had 650 cars.
But are any of them Corvette?
Okay, but was Gran Turismo 2 available for like $4 at GameStop?
At that point, probably. It's a PlayStation game. Like PlayStation 1.
No, the graphics on this are better. And Corvette are better.
I think that's actually a questionable statement.
You know what? The 5 Corvettes inside Corvette for the PS2 probably contains more polygons than at least 1/6 of the cars in the PS1 version of Gran Turismo. So that makes sense.
You know what? You got me there.
Just
Oh
compare-
my god, you found gameplay? Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta take a quick look at this. Hold on.
I mean, it's a racing game. I don't know
Okay,
I don't know what you expect out of a racing game. You have a lot of tracks. You have
You have
Compromise.
5 cars. You have online multiplayer.
You have GM logos, which I didn't really notice as a kid, but like, they're all over the place.
GM owns Chevrolet. I actually never knew that.
I don't really remember anymore, like, who owns what. But you have car customization.
It's GM, Ford, and something else I can't remember. Chrysler.
Yes.
Yes.
GM owns like 3 or 4 companies, I think.
I think this got me into PS2, but this was also, I guess, technically before I really knew what good games were, quote unquote. So,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah. There's a. There's
I mean,
this.
I feel like we probably all have some of these sorts of games when we were kids, like stuff that
Yeah.
like we got, like it was like a super cheap gift we got from like a family member or something, and like we were really young and we had nothing else to play, so like to us it was like the one of the greatest
Yeah.
games ever.
You know
you
what?
guys know MotoGP or something like that? I think.
I think I've heard of it.
That sounds familiar.
I'm pretty sure it's for the PlayStation 1. I think that was my first racing game.
That actually might be a good game though. Because that's like a motorcycle racing game, right?
It is, yeah, it was.
Let's see. I'll stream my perspective right now. My game was were like a bunch of like THQ games back when they did like all the license stuff.
Yes.
And for
Classic
some reason,
licensed
the
stuff.
one that stuck out the most was Ant Bully for the Game Boy Advance. And I don't know why, but like that game is actually just built like a Zelda game, like a Minish Cap type of deal. But let me show it. It's like Ant Bully.
Wait, what is? Oh, this is a movie. I kind of remember this.
Yeah. Alright. Ant Bully, GBA.
Midway.
Was it Midway? I thought it was THQ. Alright.
It looks like Midway. On the Game Boy Advance.
Look at this. Doesn't this look like Zelda?
Wait, this is just straight up Zelda.
Yeah, yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, look at Zelda. Oh, you select your weapons too. You can throw bombs.
Wait, this is. You know, no. You know what? This was actually, I think, a very common occurrence back in the day, where like a company was tasked to make a licensed game, and they just like basically copy something else that's better, but just put the license over it. Like, have you guys ever played the Toy Story 2 game?
Toy Story 2
Oh,
for which?
Wait, look up Toy Story 2 for the PS1 and N64. It's like a straight up.
Wait, is this? Oh my God, is this a Mario game?
It's a Mario 64.
Oh my God, it's a
and it's really good.
Wait, this looks sick. What the fuck?
It's really good.
Wait, this
So
looks
you
really
see-
good for a PS1 game.
So each of the levels are like different locations from the movie, right? So this is the first level, Andy's house. And you have a bunch of collectibles that you have to go around looking for in every single level. So like, for example, Mr. Potato Head would lose all of his parts. You have to look for all his parts. You have to find all these Pizza Planet tokens. You have to find the coins for the ham, the piggy bank. And it's like a collectathon game, like a classic 3D platformer. And you unlock different upgrades that let you access new parts of levels that you come back to after the fact. It's just Mario 64.
Do you only play as Buzz though, or do you play?
Yeah, you just play as Buzz. Yeah.
Okay. I guess it makes sense. It is Toy Story 2. Woody's like
Yeah,
captured.
yeah, you're trying to save Woody, right? So.
Okay. Well, this is pretty
Wait,
cool.
Did they make a Toy Story 1 game?
I honestly have no idea. Probably.
They
It's
made
probably
a bunch of collectathon games for SpongeBob. So they had like Battle for Bikini Bottom. I think is like the most known
That's such a
one.
classic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But there's also Revenge of the Flying Dutchman on the GBA, and that one was fun. It was like a 2D version of a collectathon, which is cool. The only problem with like all those like licensed GBA games is like they didn't have like save batteries on them. They had like save codes, right? And you have to memorize the
Oh,
code
no.
in order to like get back to where your save is.
I
Like,
hated that crap.
it was
oh
terrible.
my god.
It was terrible.
Wait, I've been
Yeah.
watching this playthrough, and this guy's only been going around. Oh, okay, in the circle for like the last 2 minutes.
Dude, it
Yeah,
might be a
I know what
fucking
you're saying.
kid playing this. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah.
Wow.
I guess we all had like games like that. Yeah, mine was Ant Bully for the GBA.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, there's a whole spectrum of licensed games when it comes to quality. Like, there were actually some that were pretty good. Like, the
Mhm.
Toy Story one was good. I'm sure the SpongeBob ones I've heard really good things about, like Battle for Bikini. I mean, they made a remake of Battle for Bikini Bottom, did they?
Yeah, they did. You know, people. It's like a.
Oh yeah, for the
Aladdin.
Genesis.
This looks
is a
real.
pla-
This is
Oh,
so
also
good.
God, I remember this game.
Dude, look at the animations on this. Like the sprite work was crazy for Genesis days.
Yeah, and this game is actually like, isn't this supposed to be like one of the hardest like console games like ever or something like that?
I wouldn't know. It doesn't
Wait,
look.
wait, I'm pretty sure I read that. Like, apparently this game is like borderline impossible to actually like beat.
Oh,
What the heck?
it doesn't
Yeah.
look that bad from first glance, but I mean,
This is actually.
like,
the-
look,
the-
this
the-
game looks like fucking phenomenal,
It does, man.
Oh, this really. No, wait, what year did this come out? This
dude.
is actually
Like,
really good
this is
sprite work.
Genesis days. This is the '90s. This is so crazy.
Wow, that's really good sprite.
Look,
work.
look at like the kill animation, right? Like they have like a little bit of like a startle animation when they get hit. This is
1993.
that's
This looks fantastic.
dude. That's like the year like a lot of classic games come out. Like Mega Man X was out, and that was like a phenomenal game. This looks so sick for like a Genesis title, right? Wow.
Yeah, I've heard things about this game about how it's kind of like a cult classic sort of
Yeah.
thing. I never actually seen footage of it.
I think something else too is that the Genesis version is better than the SNES version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I
the-
mean the Genesis was a stronger console, wasn't it?
No, the SNES came later. I think it's stronger. Or I could be wrong. I actually don't know. But like this looks
That was
worse.
the whole thing with the Sega. They were trying
Which
to.
was stronger.
They had blast processing. The SNES didn't have blast processing.
Right.
Remember?
I blast. Which is more powerful? SNES is generally
really?
considered more
SNES.
powerful.
Okay, interesting.
But you see, the Genesis has blast processing,
Blast processing.
which whatever that means, made Aladdin look better, and gave
Oh,
Mortal
man.
Kombat blood.
Why don't game companies make up bullshit marketing terms like that anymore? Now it's just
Well, they do. They
4K,
call it
60
HD Rumble or like I don't know.
That's just Nintendo, though.
Or the-
That's just Nintendo with their HD Rumble and their mouse Joy-Con.
I think Sony
Well,
had like a
really-
term for their SSD as well. Although that does have like crazy load times, I'll say. I forgot what it was called though.
Their SSD. They
Yeah,
had a special name for it?
PS5 SSD marketing name.
Okay. While we were talking about these old games, I just remembered something which was like maybe the most ridiculous game that I would play as a kid.
Hmm.
And both that like the story is kind of ridiculous when you think about it now, but it was also a ridiculously fun game. Have you guys ever heard of the game Mercenaries: Playground of Destruction?
What?
Uh,
No.
I think I've definitely seen this in a family video before. Is it just like a
It's a
you
shooter,
go
right?
around
It's like GTA but better, and
Why is
That's-
Star Wars here?
that's Star Wars. That's Battlefront. What? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait.
so
Go down. Look at that one with the guy with the sunglasses. Click on that one.
This one?
No, I need you. Okay. I need to show you this video because this is a very important. This is a very key part of the story, which I need to share. No, I'll share this. So I played this game a shit ton. Am I sharing?
Hold
which-
on.
Yeah, you're sharing.
I gotta watch-
Well, okay, wait.
Hold
Now,
on,
I'm sharing the wrong screen. Sorry, I'm sharing the wrong screen.
Oh no.
Okay. And the reason why this matters so much is that I play this game so much, but in case you see something here in the title, it says demo play Mercenaries, right? So I never actually owned this game.
right.
I know.
Oh.
Oh.
I know where this is going.
So you just
I had
played
a
the
demo
demo.
CD, which I think was from like a PS Magazine or something like that. It's
PlayStation
exactly
Magazine, yeah.
it's like exactly one level of the game. But I think I played this. This might be actually like the PS2 game that I played the most as a kid. More than Corvette.
There's no
more
way.
than more than
Oh no.
more than Medal of Honor Frontline is like just this, because it is like it is not only is it GTA but better. This is basically
over and over again.
This is GTA but better.
no, you don't play the level. This is basically the first. Okay, maybe not the first, but one of the first open world games. Okay, maybe open world is
We are selling the shit out of this game right now.
So the graphics are pretty shit. I will say that. But like it's like so. Here's another point which I didn't actually realize until now. Like as a kid, like you don't really pay attention to like the story of the game, right? You just play it, right? So like, you're destroying a chemical plant, and you have like a bunch of like you have like tools that you can come in like support items. But if you read Mercenaries Playground of Destruction, if you read the actual premise of this,
Dude, it's made by
Is-
LucasArts. What?
yeah, it's a good
Pandemic.
game. So, I need to find
Well,
exactly. The game world takes place in North Korea. Is trying to lead a violent coup, and then they're about to be war between the two Koreas, and you are a mercenary who's in there doing covert operations to make sure that like, it goes through peacefully, right? Quote unquote covert. There are also Russians and Chinese militaries in this game as well. So like this is really just a political masterpiece. Covert, quote unquote, because like this game is all about like blowing shit up. Like
Oh my
there's no covertness at all in this, right? And that is why the game is so fun. Is because like if you look at the gameplay, yeah, so you just run in, you just start running and gunning, but right, but like this guy is not doing the strategy correctly. Like the actual strategy is, let me see if I can find. Oh yes, okay. So here's the strategy. So you get into this you get into this I guess this rocket launcher turret, right? And then you just you just see like these cars will just keep arriving, and you just get to keep blowing them up.
Yo, those explosion effects look pretty nice for a PS2 game, though.
This guy's not very good at aiming, but okay.
He's trying his
And
best.
and I forgot the best part is like you can actually also steal and fly a helicopter, and then you just start raining down destruction on everything around you. Okay. Oh, you look at this. Alright, where's it? Where is it not shooting? Where's the game? Oh yeah, see, if you look at the rate of fire of these rockets from the helicopter, it's just, it's amazing.
Is this?
It's really hard to show, but like, this level is actually extremely large. For some reason, like, the immediate mission area is probably like a third of the entire level, and like there's just a bunch of random like other mercenaries and other stuff in the entire rest of the level. So that's why it has like such high replay value, because not only do you get to do the mission, but you also just get to explore and just understand like, okay, what are all the other stuff in the level that is like completely unrelated to the mission. Involves attempting to drive tanks off waterfalls, finding the various types of tanks that are available throughout. Yeah.
This thing has
You know,
this demo tape has insane replay value. It appears.
it really does. It's like infinite value because it was free. Yeah, so, but like, when on PS2, now that I think about it, like, I actually don't really remember a game that I played that I asked for. Like, I never really asked for a game on PS2. They just sort of happened in my lap. So this is one of them. Corvette Medal of Honor Frontline. Shadow the Hedgehog was given to me at one of my birthdays.
What the?
Also a really good game, Shadow the Hedgehog. Don't sleep on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Shadow with a gun. It's amazing.
Oh no, I've come around on that game. I think it's actually wonderful.
Even Kingdom Hearts on PS2 is not a game that I asked for. Kingdom Hearts came to my possession because my sister saw that there were Disney characters and then she wanted to play it. But she never actually ended up playing it. And I had it, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll play it. And it turned out to be one of the best games on the PS2. Final Fantasy X, also amazing. Also not a game that I owned, or like I just went over to like one of our family friends. They had Final Fantasy X. I didn't actually know what I was playing at the time, but like I was playing Final Fantasy X, and I remember distinctly like the two of us trying to struggle through the trials and the puzzles in Final Fantasy X. Those were pretty hard as a kid. And then I finally came back to like Final Fantasy X later on in my life. Yeah, I think like for the majority of the PS2 games that I played, none of them were games I actually asked for, except maybe like TMNT. I think TMNT was like one of the games that I actually asked for. Maybe it was like $10 from Blockbuster, I think. This game.
I had a TMNT game for the SNES that was hella fun.
Was it Turtles in Time?
Oh, you had the classic one, yeah. Turtles in Time.
I don't remember. Is it Turtles in Time?
I mean that's the SNES one that's like really well known.
It probably was that.
Oh, this is from
this is
the
like
2003 game, bro.
Oh, this has some like nice
The
Cel-shaded.
graphics on this are actually pretty good.
shaded graphics.
Yeah, it still holds up. Cowabunga!
The game actually had a ton of levels. It was actually pretty hard now that I remember. It was like you also have to fight Shredder bots and
Is that
wait, see, there's a robot that you have to fight with rockets.
wow? What the fuck?
And you also have electric shuriken.
Oh wait, that's baller.
Does this game have co-op? It looks like it would have fun co-op.
I think it would. Oh, it does.
Ah, there we go. Is it on the GameCube? Oh, there we go. We can play this.
Out of my way, Nimrod. Oh, here, the best part is all the one-liners that they keep throwing out. It's like, out of my way, Nimrod.
Every other minute, out of my way, Nimrod.
Out of my way, Nimrod.
Oh, okay. The best quote is from Michelangelo. Or actually, it might be Donatello. I forget exactly who says it in the game. But it is, let's play stickball. I have the stick, and you be the ball. That is the #1 line of this game.
That definitely is from Donnie, because he actually has the stick.
I think it's Donatello, yes.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, what a classic game this is. I see the 1v1 battles are as engaging as the Sonic games.
God.
Is this how it happened in the show? So how many shurikens do you have before you run out?
He somehow has a shit ton, so maybe he has.
Wait,
I don't know.
Is this hacked?
It's supposed to be
What's going on?
limited.
It's
so
not-
funny.
Wait, yeah, he is like fucking unlimited. It's not going down.
But the sound effects in this are actually really good, and like not only just the sound effects, but the the words. It's basically a comic book in video game form.
Yeah.
if you really think about
I mean, like, I guess I'd feel a little bit more compelled if I wasn't just watching Leo just annihilate Shredder with a billion shurikens. He's doing that to everyone now!
What is this? The meta of the game? There's
I don't know.
Where did he get all these
No,
shurikens?
no.
Shurikens only.
The majority of the game is not infinite shurikens.
All right, wait, where
This is more of the gameplay.
where do they
You have
show?
to fight mutants.
Where do they show where he gains a billion shurikens? I need to know.
Oh, it's Casey.
Casey looks so strange in this game. Now I remember.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. He has
okay.
it in this scene.
What the fuck happened?
He does it in this scene. I don't know.
Go,
I
fast
don't
forward.
remember this being a thing.
Hey, that close up was good.
Wait, maybe Splinter just gives you unlimited shurikens. Yeah, this close-up's rough.
Yeah.
I don't. He just shows up. I don't know. I think it's a bug. You know, it's player 2. It must be an exploit.
I'm curious now. TMNT.
I think someone's using a game shark. I think that's what's going on.
What year is this?
Out of my way, Nimrod.
2003.
2003 GC Infinite Shuriken. Oh, it's a cheat code. Like you
Oh,
can
this is back,
you can
this is
use
back when
use
they had, like,
actual
those-
cheat codes.
Oh, what were those books called that actually had?
Oh my god! It's
I was just about to bring this up. I am guilty for buying one of those like 3,000 cheat code
cheat
books from
code
a
books.
a bookstore one day.
Codes of
I think I
cheats.
still have it actually.
Like these, right? Great value, only
look,
$3.99.
yeah, look, game cheat code books. Yeah, exactly. Look these.
I think I had. Oh, which one did I have?
I had stuff like this. I'll put it in chat.
I had one that was it wasn't just PS2. It was a bunch of stuff. From,
Secret
like,
code.
I had this
2004
one.
Era.
I used cheatcc.com.
I didn't have internet.
This is before I figured that out in
Yeah, this
wasn't-
before I learned what the
Yeah.
internet was. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I had access to the internet, I did not purchase or I did not go looking for a Kingdom Hearts walkthrough or strategy guide. I went to Amazon to buy a used copy of the Kingdom Hearts strategy guide.
GCC is still around. I'm kind of shocked.
GameFAQs is still around. I used that back in the day.
Wait,
Oh, I
CC,
use
was
that-
that the one?
This was like
Was that the one I used? I'm trying to let me think. Cheat code books.
Okay, but I will say, oh, this was the other PS2 game that I actually like asked for and I played.
I think it was
Ghost of the
CC.
Roses.
You know, they just re-released this game. I think.
Oh yeah, as Yu-Gi-Oh early days.
Yeah.
But like, I will say, this is the most ridiculous Yu-Gi-Oh gameplay concept, but it also has like one of the most fire soundtracks.
I think
Wait,
this is like,
what makes this different than normal?
dude, they didn't have rules. they didn't invent the
What do
Yu-Gi-Oh
you
rules
mean?
yet. So this is just like a
so you
free for all.
see- You know how Yu-Gi-Oh there's like okay, Yu-Gi-Oh board. You know how the Yu-Gi-Oh board looks like?
There's a board.
Yeah.
thought you just play.
It's like
Well, like yeah, but like you
Uh,
put the cards on.
okay, it's like it looks like this, right? So there's like zones, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
this is
Okay.
Alright, so this is your half, and then you just put cards in the zones, like this graveyard deck and stuff like. This is what this game looked like.
Dude, it was like they literally did not invent the rules for the card games yet. So it was like a
This
complete
is-
free for all.
Yes. Like you,
Wait,
like
is this
you
like a-
place. It's like a 2D grid.
It's like a
You
strategy
place
game?
down cards. It's kind of. I guess it's in that sense. It's kind of a It's basically Fire Emblem. Same thing.
Wait, so you lay down the cards to like build the grid, and then
No, the grid already exists, and it has like different.
Yeah, it's like
different-
Fire Emblem. You move the
it's
units.
forest.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
so
move
there's
the
like-
units,
there's
and you
like-
can also fuse cards together.
Oh, that's fire!
If you know the combinations, you can fuse cards together.
Wow.
Wait, so there's terrain.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's terrain, and then
Say-
your cards get stronger and can move further if they're on like the same terrain, or like they'll get weaker. Not only that, okay, wait. Damn it, where are the animations? This game actually had animations. Hold on.
When you battle.
Probably not all the time.
Why isn't the actual game?
3D
like-
monster. Here, look at this. Okay.
Wow.
And like this is just random shitty card. Like this is not like Blue Eyes White.
I don't even know what these cards are!
Wait, look at how many animations there are. There's 24 videos, and they're each like 15 minutes.
Wait, why do they try so hard for all these random ass monsters?
Every single card, I guess, has an animation.
All warrior cards. Wait, pull up the dragons. We probably know those.
Dragon attack animation. Oh,
there we go.
here's a-
Oh, there's blue eyes.
Blue
That's
Eyes
ultimate.
Ultimate Dragon.
Neutron blast.
Oh my god, this looks sick.
Wow.
You just obliterated the fourth blue eyes.
This game is like honestly okay. I don't know how good the balance was, but like it is extremely creative. I feel like this game is a it was ahead of its time.
Twin-headed behemoth. Oh my god. That's so funny.
For reference, this is like a really, really, really weak monster. This is not a boss monster. This
Yeah,
is
this
like a,
this monster kind of fucking blows.
this is
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
fodder. Like look at this. Look at all the animations there.
I wonder if they have Meteor B Dragon or Black Skull Dragon.
Spazzing out.
You probably do.
Oh, Ryu ran.
Oh, Curse of
This is
Dragon!
Curse of
Wait,
Dragon.
no, that's not it. No, that's
No,
just
this is
some
not Curse of
random ass
Dragon.
dragon.
This is the.
That's Manga Rioran or something.
Let's see what else do we have.
Oh, Meteor!
Night
Meteor B Dragon!
No, that's Baby Dragon.
Baby dragon.
Yeah.
Baby dragon.
No, the one before was Meteor B Dragon.
Yeah, the one before. No, that was a Meteor B dragon. That was just Meteor dragon.
Oh, I forgot there's a Meteor Dragon! I forgot.
And Meteor Dragon was being attacked by Serpent Night Dragon.
Oh my god, these are classic names.
Yeah, what else do they have here? What is this? Who's shooting?
Oh, Thousand Dragon!
It's Thousand Dragon. Yeah.
Okay.
They just put it. Like, what is this? One-eyed shield dragon.
There's no way this card has more than like 1800 attack.
This-
It has 700!
This is the card that they animated. This is like.
What are you attacking with this?
Oh, that's why this game is actually made. And not only that, the concept is Yu-Gi-Oh and Kaiba are battling in Tudor England, like the Tudor era of England.
What?
The
Oh
dual.
my god, this just keeps getting better.
And then they made Yu-Gi-Oh with actual
Yeah.
rules.
Henry Tudor is the incarnation of Yami Yugi.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What the hell?
He is the king of the Red Roses of Lancaster.
Oh my god.
His name is Henry Tudor, but he has become tiresome with his name and prefers to be
Wait,
called
sorry.
Yugi.
It's actually just War of the Roses, but there's Yu-Gi-Oh characters.
Did no one in England question his very radical haircut? I just need to know.
And then, like I remember one of the slogans for this is like "My kingdom for a card." A card. My kingdom for a card. What the heck is this? Yeah, but okay. Honestly, I actually go back and listen to the soundtrack for this game occasionally. What was it? How do I spell it? Oh, there we go. Lancastrians.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's got like, I don't even know how to describe this. It's like, what instrument is this? I guess it's just keyboard, right? Oh. Alright, here, you know,
I boosted it. Hold on.
I guess it's just like on a keyboard.
Wait, this is really good.
Oh wait, there's a short of Yugi next to. Is this the real Henry? Is Henry the second?
Of the Tudor dynasty.
Weird video game. It didn't always follow the card game rules at all. One from my childhood was Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, released back in 2003 for the PlayStation 2. The story was based
2002.
English Wars of the Roses, with different Yu-Gi-Oh! characters represented.
I don't even know what the War of the Roses is.
Yugi takes on the role of King VII of the Tudor dynasty, while Cedric
Oh my god.
Christian Rosencrantz, head of the Yorkist forces. The rules differ from regular Yu-Gi-Oh! And you assign a monster at your
It was just like a civil war between some houses of, like, royal houses trying to fight for power.
Oh, it's just rich people problems.
which contains different terrain.
Actually.
Yeah, look at all the animations in this game. It's crazy.
Yeah, so I just looked this up, Evan. So there, each of the monster cards has an animation, and there's like 600 of them.
Wow.
That's so crazy.
That's
Dude, these
insane.
animations are better than some of the recent Pokemon games.
Okay. Low blow.
And you also get free. Oh yeah, I had these. The secret copies of Alpha, Beta, and Gamma Mag.
Wait, those are prismatics. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, it came with the game.
Those must be worth a fortune. now.
They could.
Okay, they're not worth a fortune. I think this game had a lot of copies.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Dark
That's
Bribe. Funny enough, Anuj,
So
I
this
know,
card
I know,
actually, playable.
I know you.
I think
You had a Dark Bribe, but like that card used to be an exclusive to Tag Force 2 or something. And like it was a good card back in the day. Like people wanted to play 3 of it. It was just impossible to find because you needed 3 like copies of Tag Force in order to get Dark Bribe 3 times.
wow.
Yeah.
What the heck?
That's not too bad.
Never mind. These aren't worth like anything.
Well, okay, wait. Put it on near mint.
Oh yeah, like 10 bucks.
That's not too bad.
10 bucks for near mint.
All right.
Not too bad.
Speaking of
I think
Yu-Gi-Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Wait, Atul has the magnet warriors in his binder. I gotta ask him, like, dude, where are these from? Because they're in like really good condition too.
Okay, speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh games, I do have to show this now that we brought it up. You guys want to peek my stream real quick?
Yeah. One second.
So back in the Wii era, right? This is when Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds came out, right?
Oh,
and one of the
this is
things about
5Ds.
Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds is that it's a card game on motorcycle. Now this like it has some card game elements to it, right? But this is Mario Kart, but like with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? And you have a hand. You could play like traps, right? You could summon monsters. Look,
Oh my god.
Are you controlling the vehicle too?
yeah, you're controlling the vehicle. You're actually driving. Look, see how they're attacking you too. Look, your Sonic chick is hitting hitting what was that Morphtronic Cellphon or something? Oh, look at this. All your spells are like your Mario Kart items too.
Wow.
You got life points. I never played it myself, but looks like really complicated for like a kart racer, personally. But let's see, they had like the summons. Oh, summons, yes. That's called wheel breakers. This is so sick. Let's see. Do they have Stardust in here? They should. Yeah, this was a fun time. I played like for like a bit emulator, but
This reminds me of something. not a Yu-Gi-Oh game, but a racing game. And you know, well, okay, racing may also be a bit of a stretch.
I didn't know you were
I-
a fan of racing games. Huh?
This was on GameCube. This is also not a game that I really played, but like my friend had it. It's Kirby Air Ride,
Oh my.
one of the best games.
Oh, buddy, they're making a
They're
new
making
one.
a new one.
Yeah, and they're making a new one on the Switch too. Is what I just found out.
Kirby Air Riders. But Sakurai is doing that instead of making a new Smash
Yeah.
game.
Hey, Kirby Air Ride was a classic for me too. I played the hell out of Kirby
He
Air Ride.
understands. He understands what's important.
Okay.
I did not actually play this.
Smash has had its time,
We're not,
and it's time to focus.
we're not
on
replacing it with
the
Kirby
important
Air
games.
Riders. Are we serious
Like
right now?
Kirby Air Ride.
Oh look, Stardust. Wait, how did you summon it? Okay. Oh, we
Oh.
just.
You just get to play it.
I guess so. Wait, he did something. Wait. He did. Draw one random dragon for. I guess you just get to play it. All right, no synchro summoning required. Just get to play the Stardust. I was usually shooting
So we're gonna play Kirby Air Riders.
Are we?
That's on GameCube, right?
No, Riders,
The
which
new
means
one.
it's
Oh.
the new one.
The new one.
I don't think I'm gonna get a Switch 2.
Are they gonna release on Switch One?
No?
Is it really gonna be a Switch 2 exclusive?
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't. I'm probably not. It's probably not gonna happen.
What do you
We
mean?
can play the.
You don't want the Switch too?
Not really. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. When the Switch 2 came out like a few weeks ago, I literally just like didn't even realize. Like I just like saw it out in the wild one day, and I'm like, wait a minute. I thought that was coming out way later, but no, it was already out.
I'm just
But apparently
saying.
it's been selling really well though.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just
bought one.
saying.
This game looks crazy, by the way.
No, it does. This actually looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm just saying. Kirby Air Ride supports 4 players.
It is true. We could just play it on emulator.
No, that's what I'm saying. We should just play the original. I can't believe they made a whole direct for this game.
Dude, this game's sick. It has so many things going for it. Oh
no,
shit.
no, it does look really good. I like the Pauline on your shoulder thing. It's very like Wreck-It Ralph vibes to it.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, but what about the 007 game?
Oh my god, I'm so excited for that. Did you see the trailer, by the way?
Yeah, I also saw that.
Oh my god. Wait, So, I think I put it on my 3x3, but Hitman, the Hitman series, is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Right, yeah, we talked about
Yeah. And I think they're like gonna be like the best. Like they were the best candidate to like make a 007 game. And I know people have a lot of nostalgia for like stuff like GoldenEye and
Nightfire.
Nightfire, yes.
I love that game.
And those things are like more like pure shooters
They are, yeah.
than anything else. But what I really want, like spy games, man, like covert operations, like interesting ways to do missions and whatnot. That's what Hitman's all about. Like it's a playground, killing simulator, I guess. There's like various ways you can like take out targets. Like for example, let's say you have a target that routinely has to like do eye drops, right? You could poison those eye drops and he could kill him that way. Or he might be suffering from like a bunch of like debt from like this covert shadow organization, like the people like who's loan sharking him or something. You can beat him in like a poker game or something and like basically bankrupt him so that he won't be able to pay the loan sharks back, and then by proxy the shadow organization just kills the guy or whatever. right? There's like a bunch of ways that you could tackle these missions, and I think if you just copy that into like a James Bond game, like have different ways you can do missions and whatnot, and also in Hitman there's like a bunch of gadgets, like certain like there might be something like a proximity mine that emits like toxic gas that makes people like throw up and whatnot. If you do that with like the James Bond aspect and it's like kind of goofy and whatnot, while like integrating all these like, you know, set pieces and whatever, I think I'm way more excited for this game than the average person is, and it's because I love Hitman. I think they got the best developer for a James Bond game, personally.
Yeah, that is a good point. I was initially thinking that I would have loved to have someone like Naughty Dog make a James Bond game, but this actually might be a better choice.
No, I'm saying like give me different ways to approach missions and whatnot. Give me like wacky ass ways to take out targets or whatever, or like steal an item. Like what if we have to like retrieve I don't know, like an artifact from somewhere, right? And we could like do it directly, like just guns blazing going in. We could do it covertly, or we can figure out a way to like trick one of the guards to like grab it for us, you know, or something like that. I'm like way more excited for this than like the average person. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know if they're gonna like take these ideas and whatnot, or like just do like Hitman, but like with James Bond. But I'm very like confident in like if this is IO's main focus for like their next few years in development and whatnot, they could really make a crazy cool creative title.
Some of the gameplay also kind of just reminds me of Uncharted gameplay as well.
That's also true.
It's like it looks like a mix of, like, you know, just you just gunning people down, and then a mix of spy stuff. I will say, because of your, I mean, I played like a little bit of Hitman like a long time ago. I am thinking of buying the
World of
basically
Assassination trilogy.
The whatever the deluxe edition is called, I forgot. It's like very confusing. It's like $45 right now on Steam. I can play on a Steam Deck.
Yes.
I am considering it.
Yes, please do. I think those games are like the Metal Gear games are like really good. Like Metal Gear Solid 3. I love Metal Gear Solid 1, and 4 and 5 are also great games in their respect. I think though the Hitman games are like right up there for like the best stealth games. And I like a good stealth title personally. Like it's one of the lost arts in the gaming industry. I feel like stealth is kind of like shoehorned as a mechanic to a lot of like good games, but it's never integrated into a process where it kind of fully makes sense. Like you play Assassin's Creed games and you would tail people and like do stealth and whatnot, but you kind of hate it, to be honest. Like no one really likes the stealth missions in like most games. And then like there's Dishonored, where you could play it stealthily and that gets you like the best ending, but it's also like the most boring version to play of that game. So in order to make a good stealth game, you have to like, you know, you have to weaken your characters. You have to incentivize them to the point where like stealth is not only the main option, but like the best thing for you to do. And then you have to bounce the enemies around, like make the AI a little bit smarter on like recognizing cues and whatnot. I don't like stealth elements in games that it just doesn't belong. I like stealth games, which I think is like a little bit of a lost art. And hopefully, like, I mean, I love the Hitman games, but James Bond, like an IP like that, would bring it back to the forefront, like the old Splinter Cell games, you know.
So, I tried to play. Well, I did play The Last of Us, like, and I replayed it on like the hardest difficulty. Me and Ryan both did that. When we were like into the game, and like the way they make it harder is like ammo and supplies in general is like very scarce. So like you know when you get to parts where there's like a mob of like a group of people, right?
Yeah.
And right before the scene starts, Joel will go to Ellie and be like, all right, let's sneak past these guys or whatever. But then I'm playing on like normal difficulty, and I'm like, oh, I have all these shotgun shells and all these other ammo. So I'm
Yeah.
like, so I can just go in there. I would like, I remember like when I first played him, I would try to stealth, but I would obviously mess up, and then wasn't that big of a deal because
It's not a big deal.
Like,
You're invincible. Yeah.
But then when I played on the hardest difficulty, I would also mess up. I tried to guns blaze. I died every time.
Yeah.
There was literally no option. Like you literally cannot. Like I'm basically saying like, to your point, Kyle, that they made the really hard difficulty of that game, like so you literally have to stealth to get
Yeah.
past sections of the game. You don't have enough supplies, even if you literally didn't miss anything, to get past where there's just mobs of like 10 or 15 hunters or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get through them. If everyone's taking a few bullets to go down.
But it's like a balancing act, right? Like, in order
Yeah.
for people to incentivize to do stealth, you have to be squishy. They have to nerf the hell out of you.
Yeah.
In order to make that work. And they have to incentivize it in a way that, like, also it's not miserable, right? You're not doing stealth. It's the best way to take down everything. And then also the gameplay is just, like, crap. I think a lot of, like, games that have stealth elements but are not stealth games fall into this trap. But I mean, for the most part, you know, games that do it well, Metal Gear, Hitman, and whatnot, they follow these principles to a core. And it's just, I don't know, like I said, it's just a lost art. Like, we just don't see many games like either have good stealth elements or just like good stealth games in general just come out, or any stealth games in general come out. But yeah, I'm excited. Man, this is me cool. Oh, I see this on the bottom corner. I think this is like within the same presentation too. Actually, did you see this?
What is this?
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah, Fighting Souls. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys care about like fighting games or even Marvel in general these days, but they are making a Marvel fighting game, but it's not Marvel versus Capcom. I think it looks pretty good. Cool. Like, this is it's 4v4, which is kind of chaotic.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but I'm excited to like watch. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but it's.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't actually announce a new NPC, given that they did the whole they re-released the old ones in that one pack, and that kind of made it a bit more popular again.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna happen.
I think.
It looks pretty cool.
I mean, I think Disney smelled like money coming from Arxis because they had like a lot of success with like licensed fighting games with like
I see.
Grand Blue, Dragon Ball, and whatnot, and they decided to go with them instead of Capcom, who failed them last time because of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Infinite kind of.
Yeah. But hey, look, Dr. Doom. Yeah.
Yeah, this game looks really nice though.
Yeah, I mean, it is Arxis game. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. So yeah, Marvel's gonna get this Arxis game. They got Marvel Rivals. They're doing pretty good for themselves.
Dude, DC's getting their ass beat. I'm not gonna lie. Although, I am excited for that new Superman movie. Hopefully... I don't know what your guys' like opinions on Man of Steel is. I actually did not like that movie at all.
I agree. I also didn't like it.
But I do have faith in James Gunn to make this one look... I mean, I saw some of the trailers. I thought it looked pretty good. So...
Oh really?
I mean,
'Cause- okay, we just watched the trailer for Superman, and honestly, it was kind of.
You didn't like it? I'd say...
I don't. It was like really. I don't know.
I think
It's
it
like the
looks...
court-
I guess like I might be giving the game like a little bit more like benefit, or not the game, the movie a benefit of the doubt, because I think James Gunn being 6 for 6 in comic book movies gives him a little bit more credibility. But I thought it looked novel, you know? It was unique. It had those like weird like panning shots and whatnot, but it made it look like a graphic novel inside a movie, which I thought was cool, you know?
What did you think of Guardians 3?
I love Guardians 3. I don't know.
What do you mean 6 for 6?
He's 6 for 6. 1, 2, 3 Guardians. The Suicide Squad. There's something else. I'm missing a couple. James Gunn movies.
Yeah, I'm also not.
I only see Guardians and Suicides. I didn't watch those.
You know what? I'm counting the Scooby-Doo movies too.
Oh my god, he did work on those.
Yeah, I'm counting the Scooby-Doo movies.
The first one was good. I don't know about the second one.
But these are. I think his track record is really good. I love Guardians 3. Like, just to put it out there, I think 1 and 2 are like really fucking good, and I think 3 might be the best one.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe I should give it a watch. I don't know. It didn't really like click with me. I thought it was.
I think it had like a lot of good messages to go out. I actually liked Peter Quill's and Gamora's like story and whatnot. I liked Rocket Raccoon's whole arc. And there was just like everyone kind of like has like a level of like maturity that they like sort of embrace at the end. And it left like a very good message to it as well. I mean I really dig the Peter and Gamora storyline. I think they did that pretty well. But yeah, I think all the Guardians movies are like top tier like MCU films personally. So that's why I'm giving like Superman a bit of the benefit of the doubt. So I'm pretty excited to watch it. As well as Fantastic Four. I think that looks good too.
I can't believe they're giving Fantastic Four another shot. I thought that franchise is just cursed.
Well, okay. Do we hate the first two? The first two movies?
Well, I mean, so the second one was like a huge mistake, right? Like the first one was okay.
Was
I
okay.
remember.
They did Doctor Doom wrong, but everything else was like, it was like above ground.
Yeah.
But
The second one I know, but that was like I didn't even watch it.
I mean, it was
know-
kinda horrendous.
I think everyone knows it's like one of the worst.
But like it's one of those things where like it's bad, but like it's endearingly bad, It's like you remember like the Daredevil movie with like Ben Affleck and whatnot.
yes,
That was a bad movie, but it was like endearingly bad.
Oh, it's like Catwoman.
Yeah, no, that one's just bad. I don't think there's a redeeming part of that
Wait, what
movie.
do you?
The Assassin's Creed movie.
The
Yeah,
basketball scene in Catwoman.
I think if I was high and I watched the Assassin's Creed movie, I would be more forgiving of it. I'll say that.
There's no way. What the heck?
I'll be more
That was
forgiving
one
of
of the
it.
biggest-
But I am very forgiving of the Daredevil movie. We were just salty about Assassin's Creed because we could have watched Doctor Strange instead. Instead, we all just got up and said like, "Let's watch Assassin's Creed. It's here right now. We could just watch it."
Yeah.
That was a misplay.
It wasn't our smartest decision.
Now, from what I heard, right, Fantastic Four, the Fox reboot, was not very good with Miles Teller. So they might be I don't even know if I consider the first one a hit, but like they're all kind of just like they're like 0 for 3 for like good adaptations. Although, like sincerely good adaptations, because like the first two are just like endearingly bad. This could just be good, like what, like it could just be good. They got great actors, Pedro Pascal,
That's true.
Vanessa
I like
Kirby.
I think the cast was a good choice. I like the 1960s vibes.
Yeah, they're
I don't know if I got the era right. It looks like 60s.
yeah. I mean the costumes look great
Well,
too. Galactus isn't a cloud this time, which is cool.
Yes, I mean they're not going to make that mistake again.
For currently watchable movies, though, I will say, I would definitely recommend F1.
Ooh, F1. I've been trying to get
I just
more
watched
into
it
it
today.
because I think the sport has a lot of cool storylines. But go on, sorry.
Well, I mean, one thing I've heard is that they have cool storylines, but the races themselves are fairly boring.
Oh,
It is because of that they focused on turning it more into like a storylines based thing than actual like about the races, because the races are generally just like won by a landslide.
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know it was that much of a skill
especially
gap.
with like Drive to Survive. I think like there's like maybe 1 year like every few years or something where like it is kind of close, and like every race until the last race matters. Like in a lot of times like it like not every race matters.
Oh, I've heard about that point system. Like there was like the final Grand Prix at like Vegas and whatnot
Yeah.
last year, and like it literally didn't matter because like first place was already determined.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's why they had to they focus a lot onto like social media and storylines and stuff like that. So that's why I do think like F1 is at the forefront of everyone's mind now, at least for like compared to all the other racing sports.
All like
Because,
the
like, they
sponsorship
just have really
storylines too. Yeah.
Yeah, and like they like teams will post like behind the scenes footage and like stuff like that. So it has really captured the young demographic.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I saw director of Top Gun Maverick there.
Yes.
wait, I didn't know
Yes.
that.
Director of Top Gun Maverick. Look at that.
Okay, well, I gotta watch this now.
I will say, I actually did watch this in D-Box, and it's actually fairly enjoyable.
What? Wait, is that the one where it shakes?
Yes.
Ah,
It's like I think it's usually gimmicky, but I was like, for a racing movie, that it might actually make sense, and I feel like it actually
it made sense.
makes sense.
There we go.
Makes sense to me.
All right. Well, we are coming at the end of the second hour. Hour and 30 our recording.
Yeah, I think we went down a very, very
Yeah, how do we...
much side tangent.
Wow, we went from Corvette the video game to this. Who would have thought?
Yeah, we didn't.
We
We're
came
approaching
around
the same.
full circle, back to racing.
Well,
I mean, it mostly just went down like a early childhood games nostalgia trip.
I'm truly baffled that both Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy X were just like mistakes that just happened to come into your life
they were
for
mistakes.
no fault of your
The
own.
the real like the incidentals and like the purposeful purchases was Corvette and Medal of Honor. That's
No.
Okay.
The purposeful purchases were TMNT and
No,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
TMNT.
Duelist of the Roses.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Which you
So okay,
it's
so,
okay.
so those two were the first games you chose, like on your own volition.
I think so.
It
Yes.
sounded. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. That's pretty cool. What was that for you, Kyle? What was the first game you chose to buy?
Pokemon Sapphire.
Oh, I guess I should have guessed that.
We could
Sapphire.
go down the Pokemon rabbit hole next time. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah. That's a story that still goes on today, to be
Oh
honest.
yeah, it's ongoing. It is ongoing.
It is an ongoing saga of my life, which is kind of crazy. All right, think we can call it there then.
Yeah.
We should decide on our next month, and hopefully we can make it. It's gonna be a little tough. I won't lie. I can make most weekdays work, but I know you guys have like rough schedules.
I
I-
could probably make weekdays work as well.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Is that not gonna happen?
Especially with
Yeah.
Evan too, because like there's no way.
July 12th weekend is
I could probably do
possible.
that.
Is
I think,
possible.
yeah.
July 12th. I actually don't think I can do that. I might be able to do the one after.
I
the
can't do.
19th.
I can't do the 19th.
Oh.
I'll be in Phoenix.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I could try the 26th. I have to recheck my calendar, but that might be free.
Okay. Should we just put that in for now?
Yeah, we'll put it in. Worst case scenario, we'll move it down to fucking August. Although I think August is busy for me too.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, I'll
Oh,
pencil
we're
it
not
in.
on this yet. but there is a new summoning salt video for Melee
Oh,
Break the Target.
yeah, I did see that. I meant to watch it. I haven't gotten a chance yet. They should bring that back. Like a break the targets, but like it's character specific.
I haven't watched that yet.
Uh,
Break the targets. That brings back good memories.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, thanks for coming online, guys.
See you
Glad we
guys.
got to do this after 3 months.
That was fun.
Of
I'll
course.
see you.
Watch F1.
I'll see
Go
you in,
watch
like,
F1
roughly a
for
week
sure.
after.
What?
See you in a week. What?
I said I'll see you in roughly a week after.
Sounds good. All right. Take care, guys.
Happy July 4th. Goodbye.